Hey everyone, how are you doing? This is Lee Gerstmann here. It's been a little while since I've done a record review, but now's the time to do one because a friend of mine had a birthday. So, happy birthday, Ian Wadley. This is a record review for you. This is an album by group Savoy Brown. I heard of Savoy Brown maybe when I was about 6 or 7, but I started listening to their music when I was about 19 or 20. So it was a long time from when I heard of them to when I finally heard their music. But one of the first albums that I got from them was called Looking In. And that's the album that I'm reviewing. And I have to thank my St. Vincent de Paul thrift store back then in Fairfax, California, where there were a lot of great albums that you could get for like 25 cents, 50 cents, stuff like that. And I bought this album and I used to listen to it a lot. It's pretty good. And so, should I just end the review by saying, hey, this is an awesome album? Or should I just give some detail? I think I'll give some detail. Okay, well, the first song, Gypsy, you can tell this must have been a Kim Simmons working track that he decided to stick on the beginning of the album. It works really well. And then Poor Girl, you can hear the beginnings of what Foghat would do shortly afterwards. 3 of Foghat's members are on this. It has a soulful style to it, especially in the solo. It's a cool blues jam. And then Money Can't Save Your Soul. The interplay of the guitar and the singing are like two melodies that work together, like what Jay Ferguson did in Jojo Gunn. This is a real cool song, and it has that slow John Lee Hooker vibe in it. The percussion sounds like I could have played on it. And then Sunday Night, this has a Howard Roberts vibe to it, and if you don't know who Howard Roberts is, you haven't been to used record bins and thrift stores in the mid-80s. It also sounds like Neil Young could have jammed with them on it. I like this a lot. And then Looking In, this sounds to me the most likely candidate to have other groups do cover versions of it. If Savoy Brown were the Rolling Stones, this song would have been their Exile on Main Street. And then Take It Easy. If I had to pick a favorite on here, this would be one of them. Maybe one day I'll do a cover version of it. And then Sitting and Thinking, this kind of has a vibe like The Ventures. I could see them do this. A good blues jam. And then Leaving Again, my other favorite on here. When I do music, I try to have the same cool rocking attitude that this song has. I don't know if I succeed, but this is a Savoy Brown classic. And then the last song, Romanoff, this is like another take of Gypsy. It works like a nice album closer. So yeah, I like quite a bit of Savoy Brown. And some albums I like for one reason or another. This album I would say is probably my favorite album overall for sound and attitude. And if you find a used copy somewhere, I suggest you get a used copy because a lot of people nowadays, they like to buy these new 180-degree gram pressing stuff. I don't know what that is. I go into the dollar section and get thrift store quality, and that's what I'm used to. That's what you should do too. This is an album that you need to get a copy where the cover's faded, but the pressing's still real good and you drink some beer and you listen to it loud. Well, anyway, cheers, Ian buddy. I hope you're having a good birthday, and this has been my Savoy Brown review. Take care.